Now we have an I-Team investigation that is all new at 6 tonight. A Christian minister with ties to a Getzville megachurch now stands accused of sexual misconduct with teenage girls. The I-Team's Charlie Specht and Hannah Buehler both working on this story for us today and taking the allegations directly to the minister to get his response.
Evangelicals are the latest Christians in Western New York to allege that one of their ministers did something inappropriate with teenagers. It's all contained in this report with multiple allegations that involve the chapel at Crosspoint. We took these allegations straight to the minister.
It was October of 2019 when the chapel in Amherst says it received unsolicited, credible information regarding alleged sexual abuse against a former senior staffer during his tenure at the chapel between 1991 and 2000. The chapel says upon receiving the information about the former employee, it contacted the accused, Wayne Aram, the now president of Circle C Ranch and Living Waters Ministry in Delavan, and the board at Circle C Ranch to address the decades-old allegations, which only now are coming to light. According to this letter by the chapel on its website to its congregants, the conversations were less productive than what was hoped. And then 5 months later, in February 2020, additional allegations of inappropriate touching and behavior surfaced.
What am I accused of? Please tell me. I would love to know.
It was then the chapel says it employed the work of Kimberly Norris, a Texas-based attorney at Ministry Safe, to conduct a third-party investigation of these allegations. According to its website, Ministry Safe was created by legal professionals who are sexual abuse experts. Over the course of Ministry Safe's report, the agency says 21 women alleged inappropriate touching. 27 others came forward with corroborating information accusing Aram of inappropriate behavior, which allegedly occurred 20 years ago. Some of the allegations include inappropriate touching, kissing, sexual conversations, and other unwanted behavior with the then teenage girls.
So you never touched anyone inappropriately?
No.
During your time there?
No, not. I have zero recollection of that. I can honestly say no.
Aram agreed to sit down with the 7 Eyewitness News I-Team, and he says he hasn't seen any of these allegations. The chapel says it has provided the allegations to the Circle C board multiple times.
Inserting your hands into the crossed legs of a girl?
Never. That never happened. I have no idea where they're coming up with this.
Back massages, touching buttocks, lower back, sides of breasts. Physically restraining a girl from leaving his presence while alone in a room after dark?
Never.
Forcing intimate confessional discussions?
Never.
Are you saying that these women are lying?
I can't say whether they're lying or telling the truth because I don't know who's saying it and what they're saying.
We don't know what they're saying. We just heard this just now.
This is the first time we've heard it, and I can tell you from what you've said with the stroking and all that, being alone on a bed, walking in unannounced, never. And I would gladly face anyone who says that happened.
The chapel, which provided financial support for youth camps at Circle C Ranch, says it now has pulled all support.
Social workers can talk a woman into a lot of things because they're not a accredited psychiatrist.
Daryl DeCobb, who was on the board at Circle C, also worked at the chapel 20 years ago and says he believes the chapel is trying to take over the ranch and believes the chapel is behind these allegations.
They lead them on. And then the woman comes up with the idea that, well, maybe I can come up with something, maybe that is the reason for all my troubles in my life.
The chapel tells me it has, quote, no interest in running Circle C and has made no attempt to acquire the property, adding the women making these allegations were not anonymous. They were known to the chapel. The report says the woman who told the most egregious behavior said, "He told me he cared about me more than my own father." And the women were told if they tell, will anyone believe me?
Why would so many people have that opinion?
What I would suggest is, first of all, I would love to talk to each and every one of them. I would love for them to come and tell me their complaints against me, the camp, whatever.
So you never touched anyone inappropriately?
No. Did you ever see me do that, hon?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Me neither.
Ministry Safe says it has forwarded the report and its findings to multiple law enforcement agencies. We have confirmed the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office is one of those agencies investigating. For the I-Team, Hannah Buehler, 7 Eyewitness News.